You're listening to two guys that are crazy. Just not quite Alex Jones crazy. This is BM Talk with Marc and Bob. Let us pray. Our Father, who broadcasts in New York, hallowed be thy name. The King of all media. Baba Booey be done on earth and across the airwaves. Give us a hey now and Robin's News. And forgive us for our bad phone connection and boring calls, as we just want to be part of the show. And lead us into the future and deliver us from the FCC. For Howard is the king, with the power and the ratings, now and forever. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Podcasts are bullshit.
Hey now!
What's up, shitheads?
Oh, I thought you were looking for a thing on the phone. That's why I was going to give you a minute.
I'm using what's up, shitheads?
What's up, shitheads?
Right.
All right. So here we are. Let me just say, I am wearing the same clothes as the last two shows, but they have been washed. It's just what I decided to wear again, not realizing.
They've been washed.
Yes, they've been washed.
Washed.
They are clean. I am showered.
He's smelling absolutely lovely today.
Yes.
I noticed that Alex Jones' bumper is very loud.
Yes, it is.
And I don't know why.
It just fits the person in. It fits him because he's loud.
In that body. He's wearing the same clothes. I'm
You're
wearing no clothes.
You're. Or somebody's, again, left their walker in the background with the P-Cariff hanging off of the side of it. I don't know if you can see that, if or the toilet covers it up, but
that's great.
It's in the background there. Front, like right over my shoulder, like an angel of piss on my shoulder.
Right there.
The other shoulder is the commode. So instead of the devil and the angel fighting, now I have piss and shit on either side of me.
That's fucking great. So, I wanted to come in with a funny story.
Okay.
I saw our freaking newspaper person the other day.
Oh, delivers the newspaper?
Delivers the newspaper.
Okay.
And wait, first of all, I got the skinny from one of these ladies that I talked to here. And I guess the newspaper lady is afraid of lasers.
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 Okay.
So, she wears, you know how Michael Jackson used to wear that surgical mask over his mouth?
Yes.
Do you remember that? Well, she wears one.
No.
But it's not over her mouth, it's on her chin.
Did you ask her why?
No, I really wasn't going to be like, hey, what's the deal with the skin-colored surgical mask?
Well, I would have asked, are you sick? Is that why you have the mask? Or
you sick?
Somebody you deliver to, are they...
Oh, no, it's just all the lasers.
Now it's the Mandela effect. I don't know.
Dude, and she has this bottom lip that's blown up like a boxer.
Oh, my God.
She is fucking crazy looking, and she delivers that rag paper every single day because my mother needs it for the obituaries.
You can find them online.
I know, but she's old school.
If you go, now look how low we are.
No, that's just because the thing's not maximized.
Oh, I see.
If it was maximized, we'd be loud. Not as loud as Alex Jones.
Now, how old is this woman that delivers the paper?
I'd say she's got to be like mid-60s, maybe 50s.
Wow. Well, your mother's keeping somebody employed.
I don't know. I guess so.
I won't let it out that you can look at the obituaries on the OD website.
Right.
But
and it was just funny because my mom was telling me about her. She's like, you have to see her lip. Her lip is huge, and she wears a surgical mask.
Does she spit or drool when she talks?
I didn't notice because it was more like a, here you go, thanks.
Oh, she's got one of them.
No.
Oh,
He's like, thank you.
I thought she had one of those, like diner, smoker, waitress voices.
Here's your eggs.
Yeah. I've been here for 40 years.
You want some Tabasco sauce with your eggs?
Can I top you off, honey?
I remember this one time there was this place we went to. It was in Rome. It was called Mother's.
Okay.
It was like this 80-something-year-old couple that used to make stuff, but it was so awesome to go there. And the woman, this one time, she wasn't wearing her bra or anything.
Oh.
And her tits drooped in John Paul's eggs. Or in his toast or something. It was fucking funny.
Did he eat it?
No.
Oh.
He did not.
He didn't even like, can I have new toast? Because
your floppy
your titty
boobs
just hit my toast.
Yeah. I didn't say I wanted milk on my toast, darling.
Yeah, just can you not rest your boobs on my food?
It came out as butter. So old. She churns it.
It was churning.
Butter. Yeah.
Oh my god.
But that's what I had. That was.
I don't have a funny story.
That was my story about the newspaper.
Well, because I don't get the paper, so I don't. Nobody.
Yeah, you don't have any.
I don't have any weird people.
Any crazy paper people. And
yeah.
There's these fucking people upstairs that fucking walk.
Oh, like elephants.
Like elephants, yeah. And they have the nerve to complain about anybody smoking cigarettes
outside. Right.
When they're right above you, it sounds like they're fucking bowling. I call the woman terremoto because terremoto means earthquake in Italian. So me and my mom, because my mom taught me qui means yes. So I'll be like, here. Qui means here.
Right.
So she'll be outside and I'll yell to her. I'll be like, hey, terremoto qui. Because they'll have no fucking idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right.
And it's like, oh, terremoto here?
Because I'm pretty sure they're not Italian up there.
Yeah, they're definitely not Italian. They're some kind of fucking crazy. But they don't like Italians here. At Oxford Town Apartments.
No?
No.
It's funny that you live here then.
I know. It's very funny.
You hang a big fucking Italian flag.
Yes.
Like right outside.
Drapes the porch.
It takes up the whole
right.
Like a curtain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then you can close it and open it.
Open it. Nobody can see us.
Right.
And what the fuck did that remind me of? That reminded me of something, and I just had it, and I lost it.
What, the Italian flag curtain?
The fucking something. I was going to say something, and I can't remember. I wish I could go back in my memory and hear things.
Right, that would make things a lot easier.
You know?
Yes.
I wish I could just go back and think of things. We were talking about the living here.
Another topless. It's like topless day here on the show.
I guess it is. It's hot.
I should take my son just ran by with his shirt off.
Right.
You have no top on today.
No. You know what? At least he's comfortable. That's fine. Here comes another.
Yeah, there he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
But he's got a shirt on.
Yeah, he's got a shirt on. And what? I still can't remember what the fuck I was talking about.
I don't know. Sounds like a kid crying right now.
It does.
Do I entertain this?
Yes. You need to entertain.
What? We need material. Vinny.
We need material.
Vinny, come here. What's the matter? I don't know what that meant. Well, Angel's in the bed. Vinny.
Just in the bed.
Vinny. Angel's going. When Angel's done, you can go to the bathroom, okay? All right, now you can go. You got to go to the bathroom? No? You can go now. Listen, this is not a kid.
What's up?
This is not the kid show.
This is not a kid show
I
at
know
all.
it's not a kid show.
This is. I guess we're not going to McDonald's.
I do want to go.
Well, we're not going now. You've already broke the rules. Now you're jumping on his bed. You're not supposed to be doing that. Your brother's crying. I told you to be quiet for the show. How do you think you deserve McDonald's? Well, now your feet are swinging. You're going to kick your brother in the face.
I know what you could have.
Pizza.
No, we had that yesterday.
Oh. Gotcha.
The from Aldi's there.
I still can't fucking remember my story, and I've been thinking about it. I have no idea what it is. I've been growing my beard out.
Oh, there it is.
That's not the story, though, but I've been growing the beard out and just letting it go, using beard balm and brushing it and everything. And
How long are you gonna let it go?
as long as I can stand it.
Yeah. You're not gonna like a ZZ
I
Top.
was just going to say ZZ Top.
Do you think you could? I don't know. It takes a long time though.
It does. And my hair is so fucking nappy because I'm Italian. So, like, the beard hair, you know how it comes in.
Yeah.
You know, like, it comes in.
That's why I trim and.
Right. And then you get, like, the shaving bumps and shit when you trim.
Well,
because
what I've been doing instead of, so I don't get the bumps, is I just take the electric razor and I'll just go around it, so I still have, like, I'm never completely shaven.
yes.
You know, like
That's how I
I'll
was.
trim this and then I'll just
You'll
trim
do
that
with
down,
the
but it,
electric.
yeah, just
So
to
it's
trim it
almost like
down.
Hulk Hogan, but except your beard is not.
Right.
You don't have a fucking blonde beard.
Right.
That would be awesome if you did. You dress up like Hulk Hogan every day of the year, brother.
Yeah, no.
He's not exiled anymore.
No, I think we talked about that he's
Oh,
back.
did we?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And we talked about Titus O'Neil not shaking his hand.
Yeah. Yep. We did.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else.
Jesus Christ! 10 minutes in, 12 minutes in, and I'm lost.
You're lost for everything.
I have. Let's see. We haven't been on in about a week.
Right.
And nothing going on.
Right.
I have nothing going on.
Kids too?
Well, I'm trying to get
with the kids for the summer.
trying to. I mean, I got another month off until we start school and shit again. So
Right.
I got my cousin's camp this weekend, but they're doing stuff with their mom and coming up later.
Is it your cousin Vinny?
No, my cousin Tony.
Do you have a cousin Vinny?
I do have a cousin Vinny.
See, I always say that to Italians too.
And that's what my cousin Tony says about Vinny. Oh, this is my cousin Vinny. He introduces me. That's my cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny, right?
Vinny's named after my cousin Vinny's father, whose name was my great uncle
Okay.
Vinny
Okay.
had a son. They named him. They're a big family. Named him Vinny. So we just when
There's a bunch
Vinny
of
was
Vinnies.
born, yeah, where I was like, well, it's another family name,
Got all kinds of
Vinny.
Wow. Yeah, I still can't remember what I was going to.
Still nothing on the story.
Nothing
No.
on the story. No idea. And it was like pertinent to what was with the story too.
With it had something to do with an Italian flag or a curtain
Or tits and toast.
or tits and toast. Okay.
Right. I don't know. Tits and toast. I moved the release to August 10th for my new track
Oh yeah. Why did you?
because I needed to make sure that there was enough time to get it to Spotify editors.
Okay.
Because they have like a new thing for independent musicians where you can send them a track and hopefully one of their editors gets a hold of it.
Oh, and they add it to a
And
playlist,
they
or
add it to a playlist.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for.
and that's better than somebody else adding it to a playlist.
Yeah, because that's one of their Spotify curated playlists.
Okay.
Yeah, so then it would be in people's feeds and shit. And, you know, I definitely want people to hear this shit.
And you've been working on a video
I know.
for that as well.
Right, and that'll come out on the 10th as well.
Okay.
Right.
And you'll find all that on all those social media or all
social
the.
media sites, everything at B-Cide. B-C-I-D-E. It's that easy.
Okay.
Just find me on Instagram, Twitter, fucking Facebook, all that shit. It's all B-Side. B-C-I-D-E. I hear things going on.
Vinny kicking his brother after I told him not to. Are you watching the movie?
He's not.
No.
He doesn't care about Zool.
All right. Well, we're not going to McDonald's. That's already been established. Now it's, do we go home and do we have what? Do we skip dinner and just go to bed? Or
No, I don't think you can
do we
that.
go home and have beatings?
I think, no, you can't do that either. That's both of those are child abuse, Mark. You can't do either one.
Well, I was going to say, in Bill Cosby's stand-up, he joked about it.
Of course he did. He was raping people.
That's true. So beating his children, I guess, was okay in that household. But I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm giving them the choice.
No, I know what you're doing.
What are we going to do here?
I know what you're doing, but people that hear it might not know.
Since we're not going to listen to Dad, and we're going to do what we want, we've already lost McDonald's today. So what do we want? Do we want to go home and get beat and then go to bed? Or do we want to go home and have something to eat, watch TV, relax, and then go to bed? Or what do we want to do? Because the choice is up to you. You've already lost McDonald's. So forget it. It's not happening.
Oh, boy.
And now everybody's upset.
Lost McGee's.
You can get out from under the blanket there because it's not your bed or blanket.
I'm really upset. I wanted McDonald's.
I know. I don't really feel like making it. They don't like Chinese, so it's not like I can order Chinese.
You're going to end up taking them into McDonald's.
No, I'm not, because they got to learn. I'm not gonna. I'm tired of giving in. I have done nothing but give. You know, people talk about ungrateful children. Okay, no child is grateful.
Right.
I have done everything for them this summer. Just taking them places, buying them things. I'm $100-something invested into this fucking fish tank and these fish.
You know what I'm saying?
And, it's all for them.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to fish. I could give a shit.
You know what I'm saying?
But I do it for them, and then this is what I get. Here,
You know what I'm saying?
Are you going to behave? Nope. We're going to do this. And then you give them choices, and I'm tired of doing that. What is that threat when it doesn't mean nothing?
Like an empty threat.
An empty threat of,
right.
We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that.
And then you end up doing it.
And then we end up doing
right,
it. Well,
right.
this time it's not. They're going to learn. It's not going to happen.
Right. Well, then you live, you learn.
Absolutely.
I wish I had that Alanis Morissette song right now. You live.
It's not
you
easy.
learn, you cry.
Parenting. I used to envy single parents, but now I'm one of them. So
You are. But you are a beautiful single parent, Mike.
I'm trying.
Might I add.
And it is, there's times it's wonderful, but there's times it's trying too.
Oh, my God.
Jesus.
Somebody ate something fucked up.
No, well, you know what? The peppercini peppers that they put in like an antipasta salad.
Oh, okay.
I buy them by the
They're
jars.
delicious.
And I just eat it. Aldi's has the best. They're not too hot.
Oh, really?
I can eat like a jar at a time, and I'll go and I'll
Nice.
buy like 3, 4, 5 jars, and I'll put them in the fridge.
Nice. Shit, I was going to say something else and I lost it.
You just got to just blurt it out.
I guess so.
We should give you a notebook. You should write things down.
I know.
'Cause then
With my fucked up hand.
Well, this way, while I'm rambling about something, if you think of something,
Yeah,
you don't forget.
Write something down.
Like a little notebook.
I got something.
Go ahead.
Track my mind. Bruce Willis roast.
Yes.
You saw it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't see what you saw. I didn't see Edward Norton.
And it was not uncensored.
Right.
They bleeped out the word fuck.
I know.
Until the very end.
When he said, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yep, when Bruce Willis said it. But that was already after 12, so I guess maybe if you...
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
I guess if you watch the replay of it, maybe it was all totally uncensored.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I didn't...
I don't know. I was looking forward to it, but what I hate that they get people like a Joe Schmo that doesn't know Bruce Willis.
No, everybody knew who.
No, who was the black dude? The black dude didn't know.
Yeah, the black
The girl at the beginning, the blonde girl didn't, they don't know him.
No, she was in the movie with him.
Was she?
I forget her name. But yeah, I think she was in the movie with him.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a lot of movies he's been doing that haven't gone to theaters or they've been limited release.
Right. Okay.
Like not everything is the Die Hard.
They should have had Kevin Smith roast him.
I was
Kevin
hoping
Smith fucking hates him.
I was hoping. I don't know why. I love Bruce
Because
Willis.
he's a bad worker.
Who?
Like if you're a director,
Right.
and he works for you, He's a
Oh,
dick.
that's right. They did that movie
They did
there.
that cop movie.
Yeah, him and Tracy. I'm surprised Tracy Morgan wasn't there.
There you go.
Samuel L. Jackson was in one of the best diehards.
Yeah, that's because freaking Reginald L. Johnson.
Right.
And no, he's not dead.
I
That's a
did-
Mandela effect.
I was hoping for, like, fuck Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, I don't care about Dennis Rodman.
Give me Samuel L. any fucking time.
Right, and Dennis Rodman didn't help bring us any kind of peace because North Korea is already getting nukes ready with their army.
Right, and they kept. It was funny. They kept saying how he's a peacemaker.
Yeah.
Well, I think they were doing it as a joke, but
Right, and can't take a joke if you notice.
no, he can't at all.
No.
That's another reason. Why do you have him
why
there
would
then?
you
He
have-
can't take a fucking joke.
Unless that's why they have him there, because he can't take a joke.
Yeah, but still, it's,
How can you do that if you can't take a joke?
like the only reason Martha Stewart was there because that's his neighbor.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. But Martha Stewart, like, the shit they write for her is funny.
Yeah, she was
knows
good.
how to deliver.
But yeah, no, the Edward Norton thing was hilarious.
See, I missed Edward Norton.
'Cause
I only caught the shitty ones.
Well, did you hear
And-
Dom Herrera when he went
No,
up?
I missed Dom Herrera. He's usually funny.
He was all right, but he wasn't what I expected. But
Okay.
he referenced to Edward Norton saying something about how he's never heard somebody roast somebody while talking about themselves so much.
That's great.
But that's how great the Edward Norton thing was. It was like as he was roasting him, he was complimenting himself.
That's funny.
It was done. Oh my god, I was in tears
That's
just listening
funny.
to him.
And I was laughing because one of the opening jokes they were talking about, he was great when he was Tyler Durden, but is Brad Pitt or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Demi Moore wasn't bad,
Okay.
but I expected a little bit more.
You expected a little more from Demi Moore.
Right, being that you know, but I guess they're still friends and stuff, whatever. But still, I expected more, being that was a big deal when the two of them split up.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
It was.
And then when she got with someone like Ashton Kutcher, who was half her age,
I know. How come I can't find somebody half my age? How is that? Well, I guess somebody half my age isn't old enough. But how come I can't find some like 18, 20-year-old
late
girl?
teens, early 20s.
Right. Why can't I find somebody like that that's just like, oh, I love
Because-
cripples?
Because they're all sorts of fucked up,
I know.
and we're old,
Compared, I know.
Well, no, they view us as old.
Right. Right.
I mean, we are, and we could be their father, but they just know.
Right.
But as they get older, then they want the older man.
Yeah,
so you got to
but-
just wait.
and they
about
don't
10
get
years.
that I can lick pussy like nobody's business.
Well, you're going to have to wait 10 years until they've had it done wrong,
I know.
and they're in their 30s.
So
and they're
I
like,
have to be 45.
right.
What the fuck?
Or you have to be rich and famous.
Right.
And then, forget
Right.
about it.
See, I missed the whole fucking boat because I
You
had
did.
fucking 10 years that went down the fucking drain
No doubt.
because I could have been doing shit and I could have been, fucking touching women and stuff.
Hindsight. Hindsight.
Not like inappropriately touching women like they would want it.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
And I hate to say this about myself, but I think it to be true. Had I had met you 5 years ago,
Uh-huh.
I might have talked you into breaking up with her.
Yes, I think you may have.
And I would have just been like, what do you do in this
Yeah,
misery
well,
of
yeah,
a house?
You're living.
She doesn't want to leave. Just tell her to go fuck herself
You're
then and
living in
leave
a
yourself.
cave.
Look
Yeah.
what you can get.
Right. Right.
Given like your fame at the time.
I know.
When
And
you were
that's-
still able to, like,
That's what pisses me
and
off.
I hate
so
to
much.
say that about me, but a lot of times I'm the devil on people's shoulder, and that's what I think I honestly would have said that to you.
You probably
Because, like I
would've.
said, I'm not a big fan of hers anyway.
Right. Right.
And after being there once, when we moved you out of there,
Yeah.
I would have said to you, "You got to get the fuck out of here." And if she don't want to leave, then leave her behind and go. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you're not in the Marines. You ain't got to fucking. You can leave people behind.
True. True.
And think about yourself. If she doesn't want to do it,
I know. I should have been the selfish one
But I get it. You're in love, and you're like, oh,
that's
maybe
whole-
she'll come around.
Right. And then like the whole like engagement thing, like, does that make me the asshole that she broke off the engagement, or does that make her the asshole?
It makes her the asshole.
Right. Okay, that's what I would think.
Because you wanted to build a future,
Right.
and do something with it. You wanted to get out of that house and better yourselves.
Right.
Okay? She didn't want none of that.
No.
You figured. No, not that I don't want to make it sound like, well, if I engage, if I marry her, she'll leave.
Right.
Because that's not you. You got engaged because you were in love and you wanted to spend your life with this woman.
Right.
But at that same point, you figure, okay, well, maybe something will click too, and she'll go, okay, well, we're going to be married. Yeah, I don't want to live in my mother's house married. Let's get in but it didn't matter. It was like that's where she was going to be until whatever.
Right. And then what pissed me off is then I find out like, oh, she was living in Syracuse and all this other shit.
Afterwards.
Like it's like, don't you get it? Like how do you not get it? I don't know. She said I turned her into something. I turned her into not a neurotic. Something, freaking something. I turned her into something that was crazy or whatever.
An intelligent, responsible adult?
I have no idea.
But as you can see, it didn't matter because she's still back home.
Yeah, she's back home and
for whatever reason.
She's back home and she's talking to a fat, dumpy, deaf version of me.
Yeah, I think we talked about that on the last show or one of the last two shows.
Yes. Talking to a fat, dumpy,
you were very
deaf version
angry.
of me. Yeah,
but I would be too. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're
Looks the same kind of shit that I do. Like, how the fuck?
Why be with a carbon copy of that of a person you were with?
Right.
Just be with that person.
Right. Well, I don't get it at all. It doesn't make sense to me.
But you know what it is? Because you and I are very alike. We're very opinionative.
Right.
We're very honest.
Right.
And we speak our mind.
Yeah, they
we don't
and
sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I would date a carbon copy of you that's deaf.
I guess.
So because he can't hear what you have to say, so he's going to have no retort.
I guess you're right. He's
And-
always going to be like your punching bag.
Yeah, so he'll just
Yeah.
Okay, honey, whatever you Hey, don't call me because I can't hear it. But here's a potato sack and a fireplace. Go in your backyard and smoke signal me, and I will look for the smoke signal. Get him laughing in the background.
I know.
But I mean, seriously.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to form an opinion because he can't hear anything around him to form an opinion about.
Right.
So, yeah, okay.
Well, he's definitely not going to hear the mother.
No.
That's
that's a plus.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
she won't mess nothing up unless she gets in her head.
Right.
But it's not like she's going to mess him up because he can't hear it.
Right. Exactly. Like, if I couldn't hear that, everything would have been copacetic. Everything
you would have been like,
good.
yeah, no, it's fine here.
Yeah,
Except your
everything's
friends
fine.
going, you can't, you don't.
You don't hear that? No.
Oh, my God, you can't. The food's ready if anybody wants to eat. I said the food's ready if anybody wants to fucking eat.
Something to be.
Like, Jesus Christ, hey, let me run downstairs for that.
Right. I know.
But your friends would tell you, like, dude, you can't stay in this house. You'd be like, why? Because her mother-in-law, your future mother-in-law is a fucking lunatic. You don't hear the way she does slams pots and pans around and bangs on the wall like a fucking ape?
All right. That's
I mean, you've
incredible.
played the clip. That's all you hear.
I know.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? Jesus Christ. Look at I'm all loose now.
You just broke it.
What the fuck? I gotta do everything around here, Jesus. You know what I mean?
I know.
Sounds like a fucking, like, Put dressers and cabinets in a fucking ape enclosure, and that's what you'll hear.
You're right.
Just, except instead of English, you'll be like,
oh my God.
I knocked you out.
You just knocked out the whole audio of my thing.
There you go. Open me up again. But I'm just saying.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Like, he doesn't have to hear any of that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't believe you don't have any clips of her.
I kind of feel bad,
I don't.
I kind of feel bad.
Well, then leave it to me, because I don't.
I kind of feel bad.
But that's what, in my opinion, then, I'll say it like that.
Oh my God. Just keep answering me back.
There you go.
Just please keep answering me fucking back.
There you go. There's a fucking wild ape in an enclosure. Like, that's my opinion, though.
Oh my God. Just keep answering me back. Just please keep answering me fucking
You're
back.
saying like if an ape could talk.
That's what it would sound like.
Okay.
When it got angry.
Well, I mean, you know what?
We got to get the other clips. I know you. I'll find them and I'll hit the button so you don't.
I know.
You know what? The great clip is that one where she's banging around.
Like this.
Garbage.
Yeah. Garbage.
But
like somebody should have thrown her in a sack and thrown her out to the garbage.
It just like my friends would say shit to me too. People would say shit to me like, "How are you here?"
Right, like, I was in the room
because she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to really move or whatever.
Right, and now you're making the excuses for her, like, no, it's not that bad, and blah blah blah.
I'll live with it, whatever.
I'm telling you.
Meanwhile, my feet and everything are getting blown up because I'm not,
Right. Clown shoes are a normal shoe size for you at this point.
There's nowhere to go around or whatever, but.
And it's the time you spent. You said you didn't leave the room to do anything because of how nuts it was.
Right.
And I was in that room.
I didn't want to go downstairs and stuff. And
the room you were in was so depressing.
Yeah, it was kind of a depressing room.
Like, I don't know how you did it. We've talked about this many times. I don't know how you did it.
I know. I don't know. And here I am.
I feel like if I could go back in time, I would go back in time to save you.
Just save me. Just pick me up and say you're living at my house.
Like when you were to go to meet her, I would fucking.
Oh, you're saying like 11 years ago.
Yeah, I'd go all the way back so you'd have that 10 years.
I'll tell you what. I met her in. It had to be.
Or I'll tell you what.
Shit.
Just so you could still experience her.
2007.
When you were about to move into that house.
Oh, you would have pulled me and said, dude, don't fucking do it.
I would have been like, nah. I would have been that devil. You wouldn't have done it. You probably would have broke. You know what? I would have been the friend she hated.
Okay, because you're as opinionated as I am.
So that's why I say, I think if I knew you back then, like even 5 years ago.
Right.
You would have left her because I would have just been on your case and you would have started to see, you know what, he's right. This is fucked up. Fuck this. I'm not going to keep doing this to myself. Yeah. If she wants to stay here, then that's good for her, but I got a life to live and I can
move in with my mother.
And not for nothing, but you could do so much better.
I'll tell you what.
And who knows, say you would have left 5 years ago, you might have met somebody that now would have still stuck with you.
Right. I guess you're right.
In the chair and help you out.
Yeah, now I don't have to meet somebody while I'm like this.
Right.
But I'm hoping this DDP yoga works. I still haven't started it.
Have you got it?
I got it in the mail. I got to start it, and I'm waiting because I got to have my PlayStation moved so I can watch the DVDs and stuff on it. And I got to get the controller for it and shit. And then I'm going to start doing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And that's the yoga for the disabled and the old people. Well, I just want to clarify because he does have the other regular
he
yoga
has the regular yoga out, yeah.
Which I'm actually intrigued on.
Right.
And I'm thinking about trying it. But I don't know.
It's very intriguing.
Funny story, I guess, as we push through more time.
Right.
I was in the grocery store the other day, and I actually stopped in the cereal aisle, and I was thinking about the Special K challenge.
Well, I don't even know what that is.
Where you buy the cereal Special K.
Yeah.
And you replace 2 meals with special. So breakfast Special K, lunch Special
you should
K.
do that.
And they say in like 2 weeks you lose 6 pounds.
You should do that.
But it's not something you're supposed to do on a long-term thing.
Do it on a long term.
But I'm like, wait a minute.
Happens.
6 pounds in 2 weeks. That's 12 pounds in a month. I would already be a shirt size smaller,
Right.
a pant size smaller.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, so I do it for a month. Maybe I take 2 weeks
Right.
off,
And
watch what I eat, and then go back on it for a
Once you
month.
get the pant size and the shirt size smaller, then your dick size looks bigger.
Right. Well, because I'm telling you, I think if I was to lose a bunch of weight, I would be a fucking killer
Right.
out there.
Right. If I were to get out of this goddamn wheelchair,
If I could just walk.
if I could just walk. No, I'm not even joking. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, she fucking stole so much shit from me.
I know.
You know? Like, now it's like, it's
You-
not
and-
that easy to meet people.
And you know what you should do? Instead of being depressed about it, you ought to use that energy to turn around so you could get back and fucking and be like, yeah, look at me now. Now I'm walking and I'm talking and I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
yeah,
and
I
now
guess
look
you're
what I
right.
got.
I guess you're right.
Somebody who cares is going to stay with me and understands what you're supposed to do in a relationship, especially when you're engaged. You're supposed to move out of your fucking parents' house. You should be moved out of your parents' house by the time you're fucking 30-something anyways.
Right. Right.
You know? It's called being an adult. What? I know. Everybody's hungry.
Well, actually,
I guess then.
we're long anyway. We're going
Well,
long.
it's been a bit,
So it's time to cue
All
that
right, we're
PM talk theme.
Hey, wake your brother up if he's sleeping. We're not going to
He's
have
so
any of that.
comfortable on the bed right now.
And he's out.
He's out.
All right. Well, as always, give us a call on the number below, 315-293-2999. Check us out on the web, bmtalk02.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff.
Make sure that you hit that alert button. Make sure you smash on that alarm on YouTube.
Yes, give us your thoughts on what you think about anything on any of these shows.
Yes.
And soon we'll be approaching show 50, where we got some special things we're going to be doing, not just eating pizza. So instead of just watching 2 fat guys shovel down some pizza, we got some special things planned for that show and future shows after that. So stay tuned and let your friends know. BM Talk, Mark and Bob.
Mark and Bob, baby. Peace out, shitheads.
That turned the friggin' frogs gay.